Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I make new videos every week. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Today, I'm bringing you 6 things you should know before starting CR school or court reporting school. I have been attending court reporting school for 2.5 years now, and I am almost finished. But recently, I had just found out that my school I was attending in St. Louis, Missouri was closed. So that forced me to find a new school. And while I was doing that, I've been going through the process, and I still have not completely found a school that I want to go to yet. But I have noticed that a lot of you have asked me questions on what I'm going to do and if I could point you in the right direction on what school I pick and the things that I look for when I'm picking this school. But a lot of people really don't know how to find court reporting schools. And of course there's thousands of them, but the things you want to look for are very important, and I want to help save you money and time and get you your certification and degree if you want one while going through this process. So here we go. The first step in choosing a court reporting school is to see if it's NCRA approved. Some schools only meet the minimum requirements in order to be NCRA approved, and that's a big deal when deciding this school. You want to make sure that you're going to have a quality education, and you want to make sure that they are going to teach you so you can be certified at the end of this. So something to look at is the graduation rates. Thing that I wish I could go back in time and tell myself to do, because whenever I was looking into schools, I really didn't know what I was looking for. I just knew I wanted to be a court reporter, and I was gonna find a school that did that, and so I found the closest one to me. The problem with that was the school I was attending had very low graduation rates, and it ended up being there were 20 of us that started the program this semester, and only 9 of us were finishing. So, and the big number when I started in the very beginning, it was like nearly 100. So the graduation rate is a very important thing to look at. Obviously the entire school was lacking graduation rate. That's why the funds weren't there, and that's why the school closed. But that's a very important thing to look at. Make sure that it is NCRA approved. The second thing I want to talk about is it's going to take time. When I was looking into schools, they said that, you know, most schools it's only going to take maybe 1.5 to 2 years. That's not the case for everyone. Court reporting school is very different, and if you've started the program or you're in the program, you know it's not the kind of school or program that you can just boom, take all these classes. You take these set classes, you're gonna be done at this set time. That's not how court reporting school works. It's all about the time that you put into it, the practice that you put into it, and how fast you can get to those speeds. I know people that are in my program or that were in my past program that had been in the program for 5 years. And that sounds really scary, but it's all about the process that you take. I've said this in many of my other videos. I take 2 classes at a time, so that slows you down. But when it's all online and I also work full-time, it's gonna take a little bit longer than, you know, most people if they were a full-time student. So just be aware that it's gonna take you some time, and that's okay. Anything that's worth having is gonna take time. It's gonna take patience, persistence, and hard work and dedication. The next thing that I wanna point out is you're going to spend money. And that's very scary for people, but the way you gotta look at it is any college degree that you're gonna go out and get, whether it's an associate's and you just want to work in an office, or whether you're going to be a doctor, it takes money. Education takes money, and the reason for that is because if you put money into your education and your learning, you're gonna end up making good money in the long run. So be aware, the books are gonna be expensive, but there's ways you can look around that. You can get online, search for cheaper books rather than buying them brand new from your school. That's something I did, and I saved hundreds of dollars on that. Another thing you can do is look for people that are selling their old machines. You don't need to buy a brand new writer. You can get on Facebook pages and all kinds of stuff. I actually follow a Facebook page that I've talked about a lot. It's called Encouraging Court Reporters, and there's constantly people on there selling books, selling machines, selling even bags to carry your machines, all kinds of stuff. So please take the time. It's gonna take a little extra time, but save yourself some money, but also know in the long run, there's no real way of getting out of it. You're probably gonna be in a little bit of student debt, but court reporters make good money. So as long as you see the end goal, you'll be fine. The next thing I want to talk about is you're going to learn a theory. And if you're new and you're not really sure about the whole court reporting process and you're not informed, theory is basically the basics of your learning in court reporting. It's like learning a whole new language. So learning your ABCs, it's kind of like your theory. So theory determines how quick and accurate you are when typing, and a lot of schools provide the theory for you. I know mine, I pay for it monthly, and the one that I use is called Real Time Coach, and it's approved by the NCRA, and that's something you want to look for. That's how you're going to pass your state tests. So be sure to check the theory. Number 5 is you should consider an internship. I know that this is very difficult and may seem impossible for some people. I know a lot of people that are in my program are older and they have full-time jobs and they have kids, and it seems scary, but even just to work like one day a week or one evening in a court reporting office and just be around like-minded people is very helpful. I have not yet started my internship, but I have met several court reporters. I talk to them on a daily basis. I like to get advice from them. Really am excited to start an internship. I have not chose yet where I want to go, but I have some sort of an idea, and I'm excited for that. And lastly, number 6 is you will be certified. You want to make sure you do all the research you can to find out that you're going to be certified when you finish this program. Most importantly, you want to check what your state has and what the requirements are for your state. I know in the state of Missouri, you don't necessarily need a degree. You just need to be able to pass your 225 words a minute speed test, and then you'll get your certification and be able to be a practicing court reporter. I do know states like Texas are a little bit more difficult, and there's a lot of different regulations and there's extra training that you need to do for that. So do make sure that you cover the bases on your state, and just make sure that you know what certifications you're going to have under your belt whenever you're looking for this school, because you don't want to waste all that time and money and not have anything to show for it. The last thing that I wanted to touch on was make sure that there's a need for court reporters in your area. You have somewhat of an idea of where you want to work when all this is finished. And also, if you're into court reporting, I'm sure you've probably heard closed captioning could be an option for you too. So I'm not sure on all the testing and the certifications for that, but that would be a backup option if, say, you weren't able to do court reporting because you don't live close enough to a courthouse or something of that sort. So that would be something that you could look into, is closed captioning. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I hope that I could help you in any way. I hope to take you along on my journey still as I find this school, and I even learned some stuff that I really wasn't sure on. So I am so happy that I could make this video for you all, and if you liked it, please give me a like and subscribe. I make new videos every week, and thank you so much for watching, and I wish you nothing but the best, and keep in touch. Let me know down below if you have any other suggestions on what to look for before starting court reporting school, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.